What up, though? What's happening, Facebook? It's your boy Randy, man, checking in. It's Tuesday, right? Well, we in this thing, man. So when you come into the room, when you come into the live, let me know where you're watching from. If you're on a replay, I appreciate you for checking me out, man. We're going to dive in one more time, you dig? So let me know where you're watching from. I'm here from hot to try Dallas, man. It's humid and crazy. It rained like crazy the past couple of days. And, of course, the sun does not disappoint. Or does it? I mean, it depends on what you were looking for. So today we're talking about, man, what are your relationships turning you into? What are your relationships turning you into? When you come into this, make sure that you share this with anyone you think might need a little jazz, man. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and invite some of my friends and see if they can become some of your friends. What's up, Ashley? And then we could be friends, you understand me? So we're going to get into this one, man. What are your relationships turning you into? I invited a few people, not too many. You know, a few is plenty, so we're going to get into it, man. Let me know where you're watching from. What's happening, Zaylas? Appreciate you for checking in, bro. What are your relationships turning you into? And this is something that's really important that you got to pay attention to, man. It's the people that you hang around. Are they uplifting you? What's happening, Lord? What's happening to Marcus? What's happening, Melcher? What's happening? Let's get it in, man. Are these relationships turning you into less than what you were before? You finding yourself struggling, always on the other end of the stick, always giving and never ever receiving. If that's you, if you find yourself in a relationship where you're constantly giving all the time, then you need to give yourself a break and exit left. And that's just real talk, because that person might not even realize it, but they are constantly being an energy vampire to you, draining your energy. You have to think about the relationships that you have with people. What are they doing for you? And I know you might think, man, that's selfish though, but in reality, everyone deals with someone else in with their own personal agenda, their own selfish personal agenda, and I will prove that to you. Me myself, I only look for people who are positive and like me, because I want all the best things for me. I want all the things in life that I deserve. So in that case, all things that line up with that path come to me. They come within my realm. They come to within my alignment, my path. So therefore, I'm in full control of what I do, right? The people that I allow to come into my life, you know, it's because I choose them. I feel like they're going to make me better at what I'm trying to achieve. They're going to make me better along the way. You find so many people who say, man, as soon as I pay these bills off, I'm going to be a happier person. As soon as I get this car, I'm going to be a happier person. As soon as I find me a man, I'm going to be a better person. But the thing about it is, you're never going to find that man until you start to become a better person. You just don't wake up a better person. You got to start working on that today. You got to start working on that character flaw that you have. You got to start working on that attitude that you have that you just can't seem to break. That idea that you think that everybody's out to get over on you. Start realizing that, man, we are supposed to respond to life. Life responds to us. And it's a game that we play, reciprocity. So look at your relationships in the same way. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and I told him, man, I really appreciate our conversation, because I come into this conversation and I'm allowed to be selfish. I'm allowed to come to you and I want to drain you for all of your knowledge. And you come to me because you want to drain me for all of my knowledge. As long as we're giving and receiving with one another, your relationships should be that way, 100 one way, 100 the other way. You have to be that way within your relationships. It can't be 50-50. It can't be. It has to be 100 one way, 100 the other way. What's happening, Wendy? What's happening, Christine? Appreciate y'all for checking in. But it's real talk. Your relationship should uplift you and give you that motivation for you to move forward. I always talk about this. A lot of y'all know it, man. You got to check out your starting five. The starting five that you have coming off the bench with you in this game for the finals. The starting five that you have, are they really going to take you through all the way to the championship? By the way, why don't you drop for me, who is your team this year? Who do you got in the finals? Is it the Cavs? Is it Golden State? I'll tell you who I'm rocking with by the end of this live. But right now, let's get into this, though. Your starting five, man. If you got somebody on your team that's actually not pulling their weight, sometimes you can't be afraid to bench that player and send them to the sidelines and pull you a bench player into the game to take you to where you need to be. We're here to win the game. You're here to make it to exactly where you want to be in life, pursuing your purpose. And you don't have time to hold hands or go back and grab someone and pull them forward that's not ready to see the vision the way you are. Your relationships have to be altered around your direction, your path, where you're going. So I asked the question of, what are your relationships turning you into? Are you finding yourself always in a negative mood? Are you finding yourself always angry? Are you finding yourself always miserable? Are you always in a gossip fest? What are your relationships turning you into? Are you always talking business at the dinner table? Are you always able to throw your ideas on the table and watch them flourish and grow with your crowd? Do they add in? Do they give you input? Do they say, damn, girl, that's a good idea? Or damn, bro, hey, why didn't I think of that? You know what you should do? If you know what I'm saying, if you really want to blow it up, you should do this, you should do that. Or are they the ones that say, I don't know, because you know so-and-so, this happened to them? Or you know they say if you do that, then they're going to probably come to your house and want to check you for this and go through all of your finances. What are you so afraid of? Why are people so afraid to do the right thing? See, you got to get with the people who are going to push your mindset to the place where you need to be for you to be able to flourish. You got to have that mindset. What's happening, Nicole? You can't be afraid to change your mind, because that's the only way that things are going to change for you. I might be talking a little fast for you, but that's just how I get down. Anybody know me? You know, I'll put a motor on that ass and I'll just keep going. But that's just how I am. You might have to slow it down later, or try to pick up and keep up. But that's just how I rock. But let me know, what is the temperature like where y'all at, man? I'm just not gonna keep spitting at you. I want to know what the temperature's like. I want to know, hey man, what is your favorite thing to do on your off time? Real talk. What is your favorite thing to do on your off time? I want to know what your favorite thing to do on your off time is, because maybe it's you being by yourself. See, me, I like to actually, kind of get involved with tussling with a few other masterminds, a few other people who like to think, intuitively like myself, like to get their perspective on things. That's what I do with my downtime. I take things that I couldn't understand before, and I like to get with a group of people and kind of pitch those things out. Do you have a group that you're able to spin things off with? Do you have a group of people who don't judge you, and whatever you do, you're able to walk through any climate with those groups? Do you have those people around you? Because those people are important for your journey. Those people are important for your walk. Do they encourage you, or do they discourage you? It's important, man. That me time is important. Spending time with yourself, man. And that's important. When you do that, you get to know yourself. And the type of people will start coming around you that enjoy the type of things that you enjoy, because you get to know the type of person you are. A lot of people feel like they got to go out and get that outer validation when they down. All you got to do is dive inside. You'll find what you're missing. You'll figure out what it is that you need. A lot of people like, man, I ain't had a girl. I'll never have a girl. I guess I'll just be a player. I guess I'll just do this. I'll do that. Man, once you focus on you, why don't you do what you need to do to get yourself right, and that right person is gonna come along. While you out searching for somebody, ain't nothing happening in your life for you. By the time you get them, you still don't have your dreams, your mission accomplished. You don't even know the first leg for it, because you've been so busy chasing what you thought was gonna make you happy. But now you have to do something to make that person happy. When you can make yourself happy and let that person come join you in your happiness. See, we got it all backwards. We want to find that thing, and then we want to be. You have to become and then grasp onto that thing. If you feel like a man is going to make you happy, you better start creating happiness for yourself and watch that man come along. If you think a woman's going to make you happy, you better, same way, vice versa. You got to start creating happiness for yourself, and that woman's going to come along. That's the only way it works. The same way in business. If you want to have a successful business, you got to start pushing for that business to be successful. You can't sit back with this idea in the basket and just say, I'm just waiting on the right person to come along and say, hey, who's got an idea for a restaurant? Nobody's doing that. You got to push and let somebody see you out there getting it. Otherwise, you're going to fall into the wrong situation every time. You got to go ahead and make your situation be altered for whoever's coming in to make it happen. It's a joint venture. It's not a nobody's coming out. I always joke and say nobody's coming around with a happiness truck passing out happiness. You got to create it. When other people start to see that happiness, man, when they start to see that happiness, they want to join you. That's how this works. That's how I always say, you can create whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. Just start stepping out on the path. When people start seeing you and say, oh, damn, he like to wear Nikes too. Oh, damn, he play ball too. He always at the court. Hey, bro, where you work out at? You know what I'm saying? You start a relationship. You and this person have the same interests. You start a relationship. So many people got their nose turned up when they walking around in this world that they missing out on their blessings. They wonder why they still stuck in the same job. Because you won't speak to Nancy over there at the bar. Or you want to bump into Keisha because she's in the aisle, instead of looking Keisha in the eye and saying, excuse me, Keisha, how you doing? I hope you had a nice day. I hope you're having a great day. Sparking a conversation with somebody. See, that's what life is like when you're really making moves. When you're pushing and making moves. I used to walk around like I had it all, chest stuck out. You know what? I looked like I didn't need no damn help, so didn't nobody help me. Did nobody help me? But when people see me out here grinding, constantly trying to make a move, constantly trying to pitch health to people so they can understand to make a move with their health, I got people that want to partner with me. I got health practitioners that would like to partner with me. They say, hey, we can do this together. I love your ideas. I love the way you're making things work. Let's see what we can do together. You see, that would have never happened if I had my nose stuck out. Oh, I'm selling this, I'm doing this, I'm getting everybody healthy, and this is what I do. You better jump. That's not the case. I want people to do the best they can for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So I put it out there, be the example. That's the only thing I can be. I can't twist your arm and make you come with me. And I should put that in a song. But anyway, but real talk. It's real talk, man. It's real talk. What are your relationships turning you into? What are they turning you into? From a distance, I don't know you the boss. From a distance, I don't know you the boss of that group. I don't. So what does that group stand for? What are they turning you into? What do you look like standing with? Ask yourself that when you're with somebody next time. What in the hell do I look like standing next to him? You know, how do we look standing next to each other? You know what? I've heard you come off of the mind. I've heard you speak. I wonder how everyone else is viewing the way you come off, because if you have to question that, for one, you shouldn't be around that person. Real talk. If you got to question that, you shouldn't be around that person. If you got to question who's your starting five, then the ones that you kick it with on a daily should not be there if they are not in that lineup, man. They're not. If you looking to trade players out, hey, look, man, don't bench them. Get rid of them. That's what I say. Once they see what's going on with the team, they'll understand they need to practice harder. They need to play a little harder. They need to have a game plan down. They need to understand the rules. They need to know what the score is, right? So you know what the score is. Don't try to run the clock out. If you don't know what's going on, you need to be benched. Real talk. That's just the way it goes, man. I've been rambling, man, scrambling a little bit. You know, I'm trying to bring these to you a little bit more. I know I'm out doing my thing, but man, life is still happening, so I'll never run out of conversation, never run out of real talk, bro. I can't. It's just too much real shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? And as long as there's real shit in the world, there's always going to be real talks. Always going to be real conversation. You got to remember, it's about how you respond to the world. The world is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So whatever you present is whatever you get in return. We've heard it over and over. Karma, what goes around comes around. However you want to place it. You should grow from what's around you. You should grow from the people that are in your life. You should grow from all of those things. But the way to get the right people into your life is to walk the path that you want to walk, not the one that you think will bring you what you're looking for. That's all I got for you, man. Stay happy, healthy, and humble, man. Plant-based whole food nutrition is still the way, bro. So I don't know why y'all would think I would stop saying that today. It's still the way, man. So y'all rock out, man. Get in my inbox if you need me, you know, because I'll get in yours if I do. And don't deny me, man, because a lot of people been in my inbox, and I've been really nice about it. So let's make it happen, man. Stay happy, healthy, and humble. Get out there and help somebody, because the world needs it. Peace.